Shout out to FBA Times who sent me this story right here on Twitter. And before I get any started, let me just say I already don't like her already, the person in the picture, because she looks like the bitch that killed Selena. And she looks like she is molded out of clay. Like she doesn't even look real. But she is indeed real, and the crime that she committed is definitely a hefty one. Much like her. So this woman's name is Concepcion Malinik, and she is 50 years of age, and she just recently pled guilty on Tuesday to labor trafficking. And anybody want to guess where this happened? I'll give you a hint. It didn't happen in Florida. It happened in Chicago. You know that same place they love to talk about involving black folks all the time? Well, they can't pin this one on us. It says a suburban Chicago woman has pled guilty to a federal labor charge for helping several people from Guatemala enter the U.S. illegally. And then they didn't put that, but I added that in because that's how they got here. And then forbidding them from leaving her home until they paid off their debt to her. Mind you, she's not even native here. Unless she's first generation born. Concepcion Manalik, age 50, pleaded guilty Tuesday to one count of labor trafficking, the U.S. Attorney's Office said. The Cicero, Illinois. Now, that's a place that Harvey talks about a lot. It was a place I couldn't wait to talk about when I did my Sundown series, and the racism that just oozes out of that place. Woman admitted in a plea declaration that she assisted 10 Guatemalan immigrants with illegally, I think they wrote that wrong, who are illegal, into the U.S. from 2009 to 2019. So you're talking about for a whole decade. Federal prosecutors said. Now that's the only thing right there about this story. It was a very short story right here. I'm waiting on the people who have something to say about Chicago to talk about this. This woman entered people in from another country for 10 years illegally to work for her, basically be her slave. And no one's talking about it. And it happened in everyone's favorite place, Chicago. And no one's batting an eye. No one's mentioning a damn thing. It doesn't surprise me in the least bit, but I bet you if it was, say, an African that did this. Hell, it could have been a black person born here that could have did this. It would have been all over the news. See, they're very selective and choosy about the kind of stuff that they want to talk about. Even though this is a very heavy federal crime in what she committed. She is basically the equivalent of smuggling. That's what she did. She brought people over from there to work for her. And made them stay in her home until they paid off the debt. So it's almost like she was working like a madam and they were like the prostitutes. They said it was labor. Was it labor trafficking? What is labor? To work. But this doesn't surprise me nor disappoint me either, because this is the same exact thing a lot of palm colored do as well. Truth be told, a lot of the people who are immigrants right now got brought over here by PC to work the land for them. And then wonder why we have an immigrant problem or immigrant issue. Now they're trying to give them jobs that could be provided to people who were actually, I don't know, say, born here. Like what Kamala Harris said a few months ago. That she's trying to create jobs for illegal immigrants? Or was that somebody else? It was somebody who said that. But yeah, this woman right here that was basically taking the back door, literally the back door, and letting them in there through the back door. But I know they're not going to talk about it. And I know why. So this is me providing this story to you. Y'all let me know what you think.